Just a quick update. I got the guy in the water with all the blood, and I was able to use some pieces to raise the water up, add gurgly bubbles and all that. And then I was looking over here and I was like, hey, you know what? There's some stuff in here. It's like, I'm kind of bored. I feel like I need something here. So I removed this long panel here and I decided I'm just going to tile all of this and kind of build some areas so I could put a palm tree, because palm trees make sense, right? Now, if you notice, I didn't fill in this middle part. It's because these sand colored tiles, even though I got a lot of them, and I mean a case full of them, I think I ordered a thing of like 1,300 or maybe it was 3,000 of these tiles in different colors, the sand still goes pretty quickly. So I need to raise this because all this is going to be underwater tiles. So if I want an area of sand that's going to wash up, I actually need to add one more step up. So I'm going to use kind of like, I don't know, some of these tiles I don't use very often, like this coral. I use it every once in a while, but not that often. So I'm going to use coral underneath. So that way I can lift that up, and then I will do the sand on top. Once I got them placed, I'll put another layer of the kind of sand color on top, and then we'll start looking at our trees. Now, I got one of these tools here. It's got these little pieces here, and that's supposed to kind of help line these up, kind of keep things a little more in line, so that way they're not all shaped funny all over the place, and we kind of get them all lined up where they need to go. So it's a tile straightener, kind of. Though I can't really get my fingers in there, can I? All right, so once I get this leveled up and I can tile all this with some tiles underneath so we can have some water. So let's try that. And I was looking, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to raise this sandbar up here just a little bit so that way we have just a little bit more oomph to it. So I'm going to raise this back area just a little bit. So now this is kind of a natural area of sand, and this is where we'll be placing the base of our palm tree. We'll kind of do it right about there. Now, personally for me, I like using these segmented pieces for palm trees. I think they're really cool because they've got a stem in it where you can plug in a stem and make a palm tree. And this is normally how I like to make my textured palm trees. I start with one of these brushes, okay? And I'm gonna flip it upside down and I'm gonna run this pin straight through, whoop, whoop, all the way into the inside. And then I'm gonna plug the bottom portion of this palm into here. So kind of like that, right? Then the rest of the tree is just going to snap onto there. So we got the underbrush there. And then it's all about adding assortment of leaves. So I like these traditional kind of Lego leaves. And I like these palm leaves and even these three-sided leaves here. And I have a coconut. However, I've seen you could also use Lego heads that are nondescript, kind of in brown, that also work as really good coconuts. And this is how I put it together. Kind of like to stack them up and add lots of different layers to the tree. Like over here, it's a little empty. I might move something one way or another, but then I take that and I'll add it into the city. We've got our stem over there, and then we're going to take this palm tree and add it in, turn it however you need. And now we've given a little bit more coastal life to our little harbor scene with all the stuff going on. That's how I do it.